Welcome everybody to Coffee with Sledge. My name is the Metalhead Maniac Sledge, and if you're new here, do me a favor, hit that follow button. This week's guest is an IFBB Pro women's physique competitor, the owner of Oak and Iron. Her name is Lindsey Dias, and we get into some pretty good conversation about what it takes to be a woman bodybuilder on top of being a mother of two and a business owner. So kick back, relax, grab your cup of coffee, and enjoy my conversation with IFBB Pro, Lindsey Dias.
Awesome.
This here, and then bam, we're live.
Okay.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
I'm a big girl.
I'm really not. Do I look
No,
like I'm
no.
afraid?
You look like you could kick the shit out of me, honestly. If anything,
you know what's crazy though
Yeah.
is like I get, as a bodybuilder, we don't do like 1 rep maxes.
Right.
Or we don't really pay, we pay attention to the weights that we're lifting, right?
Absolutely.
We know a range as far as like what we need to do on a lift and what's going to get the results that we want.
So do you do like, I don't mean to cut you off, but do you do like a, my coaches got me doing a push-pull leg split right now. Push-pull legs.
Okay, yeah.
Push-pull legs, right? When I started working out, it was like chest day, arm day, shoulders, legs, and then, back, and then it would repeat.
Right. It depends on how advanced you are as a lifter.
Okay.
Or as a bodybuilder, right? Because there are going to be some muscle groups that are lagging and some that are strong for you.
Everything's lagging on me.
And that's probably why he's having you do a push-pull legs.
Everything's lagging on me.
No.
My biggest thing is like I have body dysmorphia in my mind, and that's like one of the biggest.
We all do.
Right, and
Yeah.
like you look, like I said, you look absolutely fantastic, but you might have that as well. You're like,
definitely.
Do you really?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and my biggest.
Especially the last 2 weeks before I compete.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm not lean enough.
Really?
Yeah. I go, oh my God, I'm not lean enough. I'll have like an 8-pack. I'm not lean enough.
You walk around with like a 6 though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walk around with a keg.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the 6. I'm working so hard for I've never had a 6-pack. I'm working so hard to get a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm working. I'm not getting little lines here and there, but like my biggest thing is like I feel like I'm really like compared to you, like I'm really like big and broad right now. But like I have this right here. I got the little.
It's a little diet. So
Yeah.
that's a visceral fat that you have. Probably have a little bit of visceral fat.
Okay, explain visceral fat.
Well, it's the fat that accumulates around your organs. And it's the hardest to get off.
Damn it.
Right?
Damn it. I thought
and that's usually from drinking and a poor diet over a number of years.
Yep.
So, and maybe over those years you were active or you were, maybe you were in shape, but maybe it just wasn't consistent.
It wasn't at all. No, I've actually just started getting consistent with my working out. Like I had to work out for my job for being a professional wrestler. I had to look a certain way, right?
Absolutely.
And I have to look a certain way on television and all that fun stuff.
Okay, does the camera add weight? Do you feel like it does?
Yeah. It really does. I really feel like the camera does. Like look at me right now. Like look at me. I'm like fucking on camera. And I feel like I'm fucking huge. No, I'm just joking. I do, but I'm one of those guys that will like look at myself and like literally pick myself apart. Sure. And it's one of those. It's horrible. Absolutely horrendous that I do it. But
where do we learn that behavior from?
I don't
That's like
know.
fascinating to me because you have to accept where you are to go, okay, this is where I'm at. Let me face reality and then make a goal and move forward.
Yeah. And I have, I went through a pretty bad depression. Like I battled depression pretty bad from like my childhood to where I am now. And you would think that with, the success that I've had in professional wrestling and all that, I wouldn't be depressed and stuff like that. But I just lost like my dream job at the beginning of the year. But yeah,
I'm so sorry.
yeah. I was like the television company that I was working for, they cut all our contracts and they sold the company. Yeah. So I'm like, well, there's an income that like, and I worked so hard to get there. So I went like the opposite direction. Like I should have gotten motivated and it was like, no, fuck you. I'm going to, succeed. And I went
a deck to another company.
Right. And I think the biggest thing was no other company was looking at me. And that was like the big, like, like a kind of a big slap to my face. I see like a lot of my peers going to these other companies and like no one's looking at me, and I'm like, is it me? Like, is it like
Sure.
So because I don't drink and I don't do drugs, I depress eat. Like that's always been my big thing. I am emotional.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional.
Aren't we all, though?
I'm an emotional human being.
To some.
Like I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like I literally do. Like I'm a very emotional. Like talk to Justin. He knows. He goes, dude, you're such an emotional bitch. And I'm like, I am. I swear. I'm sorry. Stop yelling at me.
You would never think that.
Yeah, no, right. But yeah, I'm extremely emotional human being. I mean, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and when that happened, I went into like just this deep depression, and I just decided to just eat. And I gained, I was like 240. I gained up to like 290. Like I gained like 50 pounds. Yeah. And
sounds like my first pregnancy. Maybe not 50 pounds.
Not 50 pounds. Yeah, I gained
some weight.
Did you still have a six pack when you were pregnant?
Oh no.
No,
I never got abs until like the last 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you were saying, like I'll walk around with a six pack. Genetically, they just stay. Even if my body fat creeps up. So it's deceiving, right?
Very.
Because I'm like, oh, I still got a six pack. Wait, I'm like 20 pounds above stage weight.
What is your stage weight? If you don't mind me asking.
I think last time I was 164.
And you're getting ready to compete in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And where's that going to be at?
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, really? You don't know? You're just like, fuck it, I'm going to jump on stage and go. Or no, where's the competition at?
Oh, where's the competition?
Yeah, where's the competition?
I thought you were gonna say, where's your stage weight at?
No.
Yeah.
You're like,
we'll see when the water
you're like,
comes
we will find out,
we'll
ladies and gentlemen. We will find out. No, where's the competition going to be at?
In Fort Lauderdale. It's the
you're going to
Atlantic Coast Pro.
Wow, you're going to Florida because you're an IFBB pro,
right?
Right, and you got your pro card when?
Last December. So this is my first year competing at the pro level.
Ooh.
And this is my third pro show.
And how'd you do your first two?
I did okay.
What is okay?
I held my own.
Top five?
I held my own.
No.
Like middle, you know?
Because when you were because it's kind of like in pro wrestling, I guess it would be the best way to put it. I put everything to pro wrestling. I'm sorry I do this.
Sure.
You have like the independence, which is kind of like the amateur of bodybuilding, right? Then you get your pro card, and then you start kind of doing more of like the pro shows, kind of the bigger shows, right? Yeah. It's kind of with professional wrestling too. Cool. You're on the independents, and for a long time, then like a bigger company noticed you, and you kind of start doing stuff for them, and then you kind of sneak in the independents here and there, and so on and so forth. How long were you on? I would say the amateur route. You hush. I'm just kidding. Let me go ahead.
Get that.
This swings. Yeah, you just swing it out. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up your mic.
No, move it. Like, no. Yeah, please.
Hit it with like a shoulder.
Yeah, move it. However, it's mounted. These are brand new. If you break it, it is what it is.
If you break it, you buy it.
I don't know if I would do that. Now, if it was my camera, yeah. Like
of course.
That's like a $4,000 camera. Yeah, you break that, like, we can be talking, but the boom arm, you break it. It's whatever. I got like two of them.
If it gets exciting in here, huh?
Yeah, if it gets really exciting, we start throwing shit around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's welcome to my world, Grandma. No, I'm joking.
Love it.
No, it's a Happy Gilmore reference.
Okay, yeah.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore?
Yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah. When he's like, welcome to my world, Grandma. And he's like, oh, you go to sleep or I will put you to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I do movie reference all the time. It's just, sorry.
Oh, I love that.
I'm a huge movie buff.
To answer your question,
yes,
I'll go back to your question.
Please.
I started my first, I had just turned 28 and I'm 32. So it took me 3 years, almost 4 years to get my pro card.
So in that whole time of you possibly getting your pro card and actually doing your first show, because I'm getting ready to do my first show in April, which is scaring.
That's so exciting.
It's scaring the shit out of me.
Because if you love, what matters is that you love bodybuilding.
I always have been,
lifting.
I love lifting.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of bodybuilders.
Okay.
Right.
Like who are your favorite?
Pro wrestler bodybuilders.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Chris Bum right now is like Bumstead.
Chris Bumstead,
yeah, I'm a huge fan of his. I love his vlogs. I watch his vlogs while doing cardio.
He's done a very good job of going from the bodybuilding world to mainstream.
Right.
He's done an excellent job.
Yeah, and he's like a 4-time Arnold or Mr. Olympia.
But nobody talks about how long it took him to get there.
Right, and I don't know how long it took him to get there.
A decade.
Wow.
I believe a decade.
Wow.
If not, at least 8 years or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's time. It's a commitment.
It is very, very commitment. And that's dieting. That's constantly in the gym when you got you're low carb and you don't feel like going and training and you're flat and you're still like I have to go. And you do I'm guessing, and this is kind of I'm just kind of ranging right before a show, probably 3 to 4 weeks before a show, you do probably about what, hour and a half of cardio maybe?
It really depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on where your physique is at.
Okay.
And where your diet's at, and amongst other things.
Amongst other things. See, this is all new to me. So that's why I'm asking. I'm like, because I don't like cardio.
So do you walk a lot?
I do walk a lot, but I do a lot of the stair stepper. Yeah, I just tough through it. I'm just like, I just put on a vlog or a show.
Take your mind somewhere else.
Yeah, and I put a towel over the timer so I don't watch it, and I just get to it, and I'm just like, this is gonna suck. But if this is like the way I look at it, honestly, with cardio is like, if this is the worst thing I have to endure all day long, my life's okay.
Yeah. Piece of cake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to struggle here, there's other people in the world that have way harder struggles than me bitching and whining on a stair stepper.
And sometimes you have to do that. You have to play mind games with yourself.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to your diet, at least I get to eat.
Yes.
Even if it is tilapia and asparagus. Okay, at least I get a meal.
That's all I do is eat. It's like I eat chicken and white fish and eggs. That's it. That's my 6 meals.
About right. Yeah.
I'm on the right track. You hear it, guys. Justin says, he goes, you're not going to win your first show. And I'm like, but what if I do?
What if you do?
And he's like, you won't. And I'm like, but what if I do though? Like, what if I like come in and because we don't know how
super peeled.
Yeah. Because I don't know what I do genetically yet. Like natural. Like I don't know what I do yet. Right. Because my body isn't there yet. Right. So probably about 3 to 4 weeks in, like, I mean, I can step on stage, and what if I'm the only one that steps on stage because I think it's a height thing. I think it's height.
Right, yeah, it's divided by height.
Yeah, it's divided by height, right? And I'm not a small human being. I'm, 6 something. There's not many people that are my height.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2", okay.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get on stage probably around like 230, 235. Okay. And I'm 260 right now. Okay. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Best case scenario.
Right.
And just lean and shredded and mean, and just
you're gonna feel mean. You're gonna feel mean at the end.
Just angry at everybody because I want a pizza. Oh my God. What's your go-to cheat meal? What is it? Do you have cheat meals?
I don't really have cheat meals.
You don't have any? See, because I've heard that once you get like I have heard that once you get like that bodybuilder lifestyle, you don't really do cheat meals. It
depends. The cheat meals should be utilized for professional bodybuilders certain ways. Like you should use a cheat meal to fill back up.
Yeah, for a refeed.
Exactly, for a refeed. Or mentally, if you're, just kind of finding yourself in the cycle and you're like, maybe you do battle depression. Maybe you could use it to pick yourself up emotionally.
Like a stack of pancakes.
Right. Maybe that means something to you.
Who doesn't like pancakes? I love
pancakes.
I love pancakes.
Love them. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that and like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you're breaking my heart.
No, I'll definitely have some Reese's.
Okay, cool. All right, good. Okay, good. I was like, you're breaking my heart right now if you don't like Reese's peanut butter cups.
But I can't admit that to myself right now.
You can't.
Mentally.
So you're playing your mind game with yourself right now.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. Mentally, I have to tell myself that's junk.
It's junk.
Yeah.
So how much cardio are you doing right now? Because you're 3 weeks out.
I'm probably doing at least like 90 minutes of cardio.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is that split or is that just straight through?
It's split.
It's split.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just get, you can only do one thing for so long.
It's so long. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I've worked in step counting too. So I'll trade 30 minutes of my cardio for 10,000 steps.
Okay. See, I've never even thought of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that like Apple Watch kind of thing, or like?
Yeah. I'll use my phone to track my steps.
Okay.
It does that automatically, anyways.
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
Yeah.
You have an iPhone? Yeah. I didn't fucking know it did that. Oh. Hey, I'm going to learn something today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm going to learn. She just straight out said, "You're going to learn today, boy. You're going to learn today." You know. Right. But yeah, no. Bodybuilding is just like I look at guys like, and in my profession, like it's a body game. It's a body profession, right? And yes, we are athletes, and what we do to a point is
it's intense.
Predetermined. Have you ever seen pro wrestling?
I have seen actually my best friend, my childhood best friend, is such a fan of wrestling. He's taken me to some Hood Slams in Oakland.
I've wrestled at Hood Slam.
Okay.
Yeah, I've wrestled at Hood Slam.
One of his favorite wrestlers is Brian Danielson.
Really? Okay. Yeah. The Dragon himself. Excellent. So, yeah. Actually, they're coming to Fresno. AEW's coming to Fresno. You should talk to him about that. It's coming in like January.
Oh,
yeah. I got some buddies talk to me. I'll see if I can hook it up. Yeah. So, and a lot of people have asked me if I want to go to AEW. I don't. It's just too oversaturated. My mind's somewhere else. But I'll tell you a story, right? And this just happened to me. And this is where I kind of knew that I was on the right track with fitness. Okay. Is I got invited to a company called Impact Wrestling, which is a television company, right? They I did something with somebody, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you come out to the tapings? We're doing television. Why don't you come out and just meet people and just say what's up," right? And I was like, "Cool," you know. Horrible weekend in Vegas to go, by the way. They had the We Were Young Festival and like Fashion Week. It was trying to find a hotel was just ridiculous, right? Thankfully, my buddy had a floor, right? I have no problem sleeping on floors. Anyway, I went to the gym in the morning, right? And I was lifting.
What gym?
I went to a Planet Fitness, right? Because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? I don't mind Planet Fitness. People give Planet Fitness a bad rap for it. I don't mind
Planet Fitness. They don't have free
bars.
bars.
I know they don't have free bars.
Yeah. So what do you do without a barbell?
I like Smith. You look at you like, you fucking guy.
How can you have a leg day with no barbell? You can't.
Okay. We
can talk about this later.
We will talk about this later. Okay. Off air. She's gonna school the shit out of me, right? But I went to Planet, and I was working out, and talent relations was in there, right? And they just saw me working out, and they didn't know I was a wrestler. And I stay pretty covered up when I work out. Sometimes I wear like a cutoff or something like that. Like it's not like I'm wearing a stringer or anything like that. Right. Not confident there yet, you know. I showed up at the show, and talent relations came up to me and they're like, "Were you just in the gym, down the street?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We noticed you in the gym." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And they're like, "We had no idea you were a wrestler." And I was like, "Yeah, I got invited out by by a guy named Josh Matthews, who's the producer of the show. He invited me out just kind of meet people." He's like, "Are you going to be here tomorrow?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Let's talk tomorrow." And I go, "Okay." Next day I was at the gym again, and all the Impact people were in the gym at this time, right? Oh, wow. So we were all banging weights and doing what we're doing, right?
Yeah, Planet Fitness. Wow.
Yeah, Planet Fitness. Yeah, and they were all like, I don't know if you know a girl named, like, look her up. Her name's Jordan Grace. She is jacked to the gills, and she was in Planet Fitness. So yeah, she was working out. She was doing it. I don't think that's her home gym, but when you're on the road, you do what you got to do.
You train wherever
wherever you can, because it's pretty cheap. It's like $20 a month, and they're everywhere. He pulled me aside and he's like, "Hey, take my number down, take my email down, send me some stuff." He goes, "I have an idea already in my head for you."
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, and I think it was, and he's like, "Every time I see you, you're eating." Because I had my meals with me, and I was eating every time he came up.
And as a bodybuilder, you totally feel like, okay, like I'm burnt out on food.
Yeah. I was, he's like, "What are you eating?" I was like, "I was eating fish and like asparagus with, I think, some pineapple." And he's like, "Man, you're going to smell good later." And I'm like, I'm going to have eggs next. So like,
smell great.
You're going to smell, I'm going to smell fantastic. But yeah, no, I thought that was really cool because it made me feel like I was stepping in the right direction in fitness, just because like I got noticed
by a major company
because of my physique, because of how big I was. Now, if I went and I looked 290 pounds like I was and showed up, they probably would have just was like, "Look at this guy."
Right.
You know, now I stood out. I stood out different from everybody else. So that's why I kind of knew that. And I'm changing gyms. Okay. I'm going to Central Coast Barbell.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. I'm going over to my buddy Danny's gym. Okay. I'm just, it's very convenient. Like I can tan, I can, you know, I can work out, you know, it's, you know, like
I have nothing against Planet Fitness, but I mean, you need a free bar.
Yeah, I know.
How do you squat? On a Smith?
I do squat on a Smith. Yeah.
It's not good enough.
You're like, look at me. You're like, look at me. Like,
it's not good enough.
You're like, you're an idiot. I'm never saying I'm working out with Planet Fitness ever again with anybody in the fitness industry. Ever. I'm gonna be like, I work out at Fitness 19.
I applaud anyone who's training in any gym or at home in any capacity. If you're moving and it feels good, keep moving.
You have your own gym.
I do.
Which is awesome.
Oak and Iron.
Yeah. Out of Santa Maria, California, right?
Yep.
What made you start your own gym?
So that's a good question. Yeah. Why do you want to own a gym?
Why did you want to own a gym? Why did you want to take that undertaking on?
Well, I love fitness, obviously. This is my industry. This is my sport. And I wanted to expand what I could offer the public. You know, instead of just myself as a trainer in someone else's gym, well, I could do one-on-one training. I could do group training or online training. But you can only scale so much,
right?
You know, working under someone else's business.
Did you, starting with your fitness journey, was that always kind of like a goal, was to train people?
Nope.
No.
No.
Did somebody just randomly come up to you and be like, hey, you look really fucking good. Could you train me? And you're like,
No, actually, I went to school to be a teacher.
What?
Yeah, right. And so I thought I was going to get into, well, I think ideally I would have been like a math teacher. I love math. So weird.
That's not weird. That was my favorite subject.
I'm such a nerd.
No, that was my favorite. You see my shit. I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
okay.
I love it.
You walked in. You're like, wow, you were a tech nerd, and I'm like, kind of. I love math. That was my best subject. That's why I voice to text, because I can't fucking spell. Oh. I can barely fucking read. That's why I voice to text most of the time.
That. Okay.
Yeah, because it's easier for me, right? But when it comes to math, that was always my favorite subject.
Yeah.
When it comes to computers or something like that, it's like, I'm one of those people that if you put it in my hand, I can make it work.
Okay.
Yeah. I like my hands, do good things with my hands.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like math teacher, like, are we talking like elementary school? Are we talking like
junior high?
Junior high.
Yeah.
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 I couldn't imagine you as my math teacher.
Well, not now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like, yes, ma'am, I'm doing my homework right now. Right now. Right now. I'm like, you know, but what deterred you from being a teacher?
I think once I was in a classroom setting and working with kids and, you know, seeing what the professionals have to do on a day-to-day basis and, you know, seeing the politics in public education and where they were going with Common Core and just the state of California and public education, it just was like, no,
it's
thank
rough.
you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that now I feel as if a lot of the students are there being taught life skills instead of just the subjects that they're supposed to learn.
Yeah.
You know, and these life skills should actually be taught at home, in my opinion.
I agree.
Not 100% of them, because we all have to learn how to work together, how to be organized, how to be on time and task oriented and that stuff. You know, we learn in school, and we have procedures and we have, you know, a daily schedule and stuff like that. But, you know, I think that the educator's job is to educate.
Yes.
And their material, and not necessarily be the disciplinarian or teach kids what's socially acceptable. You know, that's... I
agree, and
I think is going kind of crazy in that area.
It is, and it's one of those things where like the younger generation is so into social media and so into everything else other than education that it actually is going to like hinder them. I know people that like
it's going to hinder our country.
It's going to hinder our country.
Fall
Absolutely.
behind other countries.
Yeah.
In the main subjects, which is horrible.
And I am not a politician. I do not like politicians. I think they're all kind of crooks, and I think that they're all out for themselves.
Yes, so true.
It is. Yeah. It truly is. Like I just noticed gas prices went down just a little bit. And I'm like, is homie up for re-election? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to like butter people up, be like, I brought gas prices down in California, or whatever the fuck,
Sure.
I'm just not a politician. Like I said, I think they're all fucking crooks, and I think they're all in it for themselves anyway, for the paycheck. They're not actually in it for the people.
For the most part, yeah, or the power.
Yeah. With great power comes great responsibility.
You would think.
Yeah, absolutely. You would think. So how did your fitness journey actually even start? Because you said you started when you were.
So, I mean, I've been in fitness my whole life.
Yeah. Did you play sports in high school?
I played sports. Yeah, I did water polo in high school. It is. Yeah.
I have heard stories.
But it's so much fun.
Yeah, but I have heard y'all are some brutal some bitches in that water.
It can get pretty rough. Yeah.
Like trying to pull people's like fucking bathing suits off and trying to fucking drown them, throwing elbows, throwing the balls legit at their faces.
You're like blocking, and you're like actually pushing someone down with your upper arm. You're like, drown a little.
Yeah, I've heard some stories. Like water polo is some vicious.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. So you started fitness kind of in the high school, kind of into it.
Yeah. I did rec sports growing up, and as a family, we were always like very active, doing stuff outdoors, camping,
brothers, sisters.
Yeah. I'm one of 4. So always action around the house.
One of 4.
I have an older sister and 2 younger brothers.
Wow. Yeah. Are they into fitness as well?
They definitely stay active.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister actually is a trainer at my gym.
Awesome.
It is so cool.
That is cool.
That is like I think for me, after opening my gym, that is like the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Is to see my sis there doing what she loves to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And my younger brothers, they're both in tech fields. And they stay active though, either cycling, scuba diving, or going to the gym themselves, lifting.
If they like ever fell off, would you like jump on them a little bit? Like, hey, you need to come to the gym and work out a little bit.
I would definitely say like, hey, what's going on? Like, because it wouldn't be normal for one of my siblings to stop being active and gain a bunch of weight. It just would not be normal.
Right.
Like we grew up going to like our mom's step aerobics class, like watching her and their friends. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
And so it's been
a normal thing in my household. Yeah. To stay active, whether that's outside, just doing.
Were your parents one of those that like when you wake up, you like eat breakfast and get outside and then to lock the door until lunch?
Not quite. No, it wasn't necessarily like that, but yeah, I still grew up in an era where we weren't glued to phones.
Yeah.
I'm going to date myself a little bit here, but I grew up pre-social media. So, I think when I was getting into social media, it was like mid-high school where there was like MySpace.
Yes.
Yes.
My top 8 friends? And yes.
Right?
Yes. And if you got taken off your friend's top 8, like one of your friends' top 8, you would hit them up and be like, why'd you take me off?
Yeah, are we fighting?
What, are we fighting? Is there a problem?
What's that? Why is Becky like in front of me? Yeah. I've known you longer. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. Or it would, I remember towards the back end of MySpace, people would put so much shit on their profile it wouldn't load. It would take forever to load.
Oh my god, like their favorite song and like some background.
Yeah.
Crazy
all coding.
Shit. Yeah. No, we had to entertain ourselves growing up.
Yep.
We had to hop on our bikes. We had to like build jumps in someone's yard or just go on like wild adventures. And sometimes I think our parents didn't know where we were, and that's okay.
That's fine.
And we still survived, No one got kidnapped. And
well, that's good. No one got kidnapped.
No one got kidnapped.
That's a good thing.
I don't think there were very many broken bones.
That's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever broken a bone?
I've broken like toes, but I've never broken.
Is that from lifting?
No.
No. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You didn't drop like a weight on your foot.
No.
No.
So no, I haven't really broken any bones.
I have so many messed up things in my body. It's ridiculous.
Oh, no.
All from wrestling.
So does that affect you though in the gym?
Absolutely. Like I went and saw my chiropractor today.
Okay.
And
awesome.
he had to like put my hips back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my hips are.
I'm a big supporter of chiropractic care.
Same. But
good chiropractors.
My buddy, so I was on Twitch earlier, and we after you're done with your Twitch, you do a thing called a raid, which is you take your community and you take it over to somebody else, right? So you take the people that are viewing you and you bring them to somebody else's channel. It's called a raid, right? I raided my buddy, whose name is Matt Suarez. He's a musician. He's a local musician who is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if you know who he is, but look him up. He's so Suarez. I'll send him to you. His voice is just amazing. And he's
what kind of music?
He writes originals, but he also does like bar music, like with his guitar and stuff. Like, I don't know, play like Maroon 5 every once in a while, or he'll play like next thing you know, he'll play like some Bon Jovi, or he'll play like an original or whatever. Okay. His voice is just like, it's just so I guess the best way to put it is like intoxicating would be the best way to put it. Like you just kind of get into it, you know, with his voice, and you can hear it, how much he loves singing and and he's such an amazing guitar player. Like and on Twitch, he plays guitar on Twitch, which is really cool. Okay. So he'll be playing bass 1 minute, and then he'll push a pedal and it will continue the bass line. Then he'll grab another guitar and he'll put like a riff in, and then he'll let that play, and then he'll grab this, and then next thing you know, he's like singing over it.
I love that.
It's fucking awesome. Anyway, I raided over to him and I said, hey man, I gotta go get my back worked on. Love you. I'll talk to you. Text me. We'll talk soon. And he goes, hopefully you're not getting surgery. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to my chiropractor. He's like, don't go to the chiropractor. And I was like, what, why? He goes, because it's been shown that there's different kind of medicine now that's more muscle than it is. And I'm like, bro, like you got to release those, because when you get cracked, that's air, that's gas that you have to release, right? And if you don't release that gas, it just builds up, and then you're in a lot of pain, right? And I was trying to explain this to him, but I was running out of time, and I was like, I can't sit there and explain this to you, bro. I got to go. Text me later. But yeah, I go to Dr. Wolf right here in AG. The guys, nice. Yeah, he's amazing. And he's worked on me for years, to the point of like one time I couldn't even like walk.
Oh no.
Yeah. My back. Wow. Yeah. I have 2 discs in my back that are bad, my L4 and my L5. And that's from wrestling, landing on my butt, you know? And then I have my C4 in my neck, and I have no cartilage in my left shoulder.
Oh, that's
I'm
bad.
complete bone on bone.
Oh man.
And then my knees are kind of going.
Oh man, maybe you don't want to get under a barbell.
Hence why I stay with the Smith.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I power through, you know, because I believe a body in motion stays in motion. So some days I'm hurting, especially after like television, and I'm, you know, I shoot television for a company in Colorado, and I shoot, you know, 4 or 5 matches in a day, and I'm beat the shit. And then the next day I'm filming 5, you know, because we're knocking out episode after episode. I'm just beat up, you know, but
yeah, you know what? I just started, for this season, walking. I think I mentioned earlier, step counting, to replace some of my cardio, just because it was getting so monotonous, just pounding away at the Stairmaster. You know, I just needed something different, and it made me feel more in control also of my cardio, which is a weird thing, you know, that you feel more in control by counting your steps.
Now, do you consider counting your steps like walking through the house, walking around the block?
I like walking around the block, yes.
Yeah.
Like you go on a walk,
like 20 minute
one
walk.
destination to another. 30 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
But what I was going to say is
Yeah.
my hips feel so much, and my back feels so much better
Awesome.
after doing all the walking. I think walking is one of the most underrated activities, honestly. I think if all of us, like as a population, just walked more,
Yeah.
it would probably alleviate a lot of, just whatever bullshit you're dealing with in your back and your spine and your hips with your feet.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that.
Being sedentary and like sitting at a desk is the worst thing.
Oh, it's horrible.
The worst thing for your
And
body.
I do that for 5 hours a day sometimes
Oh,
because I'm on Twitch.
Because you're on Twitch.
Yeah, but I have a standing desk, so I stand.
Okay.
So I stand up. I go, oh, my back's starting to hurt. I'll stand up.
Yeah.
Or I'll take a break and I'll go and eat.
Yeah.
So or whatever. But yeah, it's usually I'm up at like 4 a.m. Like,
Nice.
yeah, when you text
Oh, me too.
Yeah, when you when you text me, I was like, oh, you're an early riser, like me. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm up at 4 a.m. I got my first meal in by like 4:15. I'm usually.
So are you doing fasted cardio?
I'm not.
Ooh.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, my coach told me he did not want me doing fast because I did fast. I fasted for when I first started. I fasted for like from the time I woke up to probably about 4 in the afternoon. I fasted and I worked out.
Oh, so you're doing intermittent
I was
fasting.
doing yeah, and then my dumb ass tried to pound like 2,500 calories in like 4 hours.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No.
Yeah, I was very bloated
Your
and
stomach would be,
just
really
I was
distended.
and I wasn't digesting, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
So when I got with my coach, he was just like, yo, like we're gonna cut that shit out quick.
Yeah. Good.
He goes,
Good coach, because digestion is number one. How do you partition your nutrients to deliver all over your body to the muscle groups and organs and stuff where
Right.
they need to be processed if your digestion is broke? You can't.
gut health. Gotta have gut health, you know, and that's one thing that's one of the people, because since I've lost like 30 something pounds, right? And people ask me, how did you do it? I'm like, I just eat clean. It's just like, I truly believe this, and you can tell me I'm wrong or not. It's like 85% of it is just diet and is just eating clean.
Yeah. Yeah, your diet accounts for a large part of what your physique looks like, the expression of your genes.
The weights are just a very small,
Yeah.
and the cardio is.
I mean, it depends on like what level you're talking about, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But I believe, I've always, not always, but like I truly believe in that it's like 85% to like 80% is like it's diet. You just have to eat clean.
You do.
And you have to just stay away from like processed sugar and all this stuff. And yeah, it's going to take you, like your body takes time to adjust. It really does. It takes time to, I consider it like a detoxing.
Oh, totally. 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
It does detox.
Your body detoxes all the bad shit out of it. Right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like the one of the days, you just kind of wake up and you're like, oh, I feel better.
You feel clear.
Clear.
Like your mind is clear.
Isn't
that amazing?
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah. And it's one of these things where I think a lot of us have just built these habits that are habits. We're not even consciously thinking about what we're putting into our body as far as food. So you might think like, oh, well, these are, power foods, or these are health foods, or they're marketed as health foods, and they're processed.
Yeah.
And they're bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Very bad. How do you feel about, now you're a woman in the bodybuilding community, right? And you look, like I said, you look absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
With women, there's such a big stigma on women in lifting weights. Because
I think it's getting better.
It is getting better.
I
I totally agree. And I'm one of those guys who likes more of a muscular physique. I do. Right. I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know, because I don't know. I can't explain.
If I fall and trip over a curb, I'm not going to break.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that. Yeah. That's great. And if I feel like going to the gym, you're probably going to come with me and we're
right. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Anyway, I've noticed a lot of females, and the stigma is getting better, but a lot of females, they don't train necessarily like a bodybuilder. They train more of like, I'm afraid of getting more muscular up top because I'm too afraid of looking masculine is the best way to put it, right?
Sure, bulky,
so bulky,
the term bulky. I don't want to be thicker,
right?
Or whatever.
So they just train legs and glutes, right? And they do a lot of hip thrusts, you know, right? And can you kind of break that down?
How that phenomenon works?
Yeah. Like,
well, there's a few different things going on. I think there was a trend back in like the 90s to be model thin, like stick thin.
Yeah.
To have like a 13-year-old boy frame for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's weird.
I'm not sure why, but just because of maybe like the fashion, the clothes just hang on a skeleton better than they hang on a built up frame. I
guess.
I don't know. No, so there's all these like societal norms that I think are changing too. Instead of having the desire to be that sort of very slim and straight and thin physique, like now women, like Serena Williams.
Yeah.
It's women that are in the public eye have made it more, I guess, mainstream and has forced societal norms to kind of shift more to that strong, empowered, toned, I guess you could say toned, but muscular, really, physique. So I think that's becoming more of the norm. And especially with the mainstream now, CrossFit, right, is more mainstream than it used to be. So you have these women that are, I guess, leaders in what a normal physique could look like now.
Yeah.
And then you kind of touched on like glutes. So the Kardashians have definitely been behind that bandwagon for a long time now.
Great.
I don't know. I think now that we have these different ideal body types now, it is more normal to have a muscular physique and to see more women in the gym lifting. But you're right. They're still focused on lower body, still afraid to
do a shoulder press.
And I don't know if it's necessarily the
work
fear
their pecs,
of being
work their arms,
bulky, or the fact that maybe they just don't know what they're doing.
That is true
for upper body workouts.
Yeah. No, that's a big one too. That's why they all got to come see you.
Right.
That's why they kind of come see you.
I love upper body.
Yeah. If you had, is that like your main, like you're like a lot of people like
strength.
A lot of people are like, I like training legs better more than I like training upper body. Like I like training upper body more than I like training legs.
See, I don't know. I love squatting.
You love it all.
I think squatting is my favorite exercise.
Squatting?
Yeah. A barbell squat is my favorite exercise.
Wow.
If I had to pick one exercise to do for the rest of my life, it would be a barbell squat. It's a compound movement, works the whole body.
Yeah.
You get a lot from that one movement. So
I guess I have to start barbell squatting, ladies and gentlemen, not with on the son of fucking Smith. I like the bench press. I'm
okay.
Yeah.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, I bench pressing and probably shoulder pressing. Yeah. Okay. I got pretty decent shoulders. I'm pretty bulky up top, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I do I do love good arm day. I do love a good arm pump though. I really do. I love good arm pump, but
definitely,
but I think it is kind of interesting to know the female, bodybuilder, and you guys are very, nowadays it's very more mainstream, but like when you probably were getting in, it was kind of like not many people knew a whole lot about female bodybuilding, right?
Sure. Yeah. I had to educate myself.
Yeah.
I had to travel to different coaches. I went to the Arnold Classic. I guess it was pre-COVID. So 2019, I went to the first Arnold Classic.
Where was that?
In Ohio, in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And my eyes were just so open by what's out there. And what is, I guess, the different things that are possible in fitness.
Yeah.
Because it's not just bodybuilding that they feature. They feature all kinds of different sports.
Yep.
All kinds of different physiques. Yeah.
How do you feel about like powerlifting?
I mean, it's a sport. It's definitely a sport, and they have, sanctioned leagues and a judging criteria. So
definitely more harder on the body than bodybuilding, or do you think it's you probably think it's probably about the same?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably about the same.
Yeah.
Because volume, your training volume, I would assume with powerlifting is still pretty high.
One of the guys who was like the world's strongest man on Joe Rogan's podcast, he's like, I'm going to get so much hate for this, for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways. He goes, no one should deadlift.
Oh, man.
He goes, unless you are competing, no one should deadlift. He goes, it's just a horrible thing for your back, and it's just not.
It could be brutal for the body.
Yeah, he goes, it's just a bad movement. He goes, unless you're going for some fucking world record and this is what you're doing and you're going for this big, and you've been working your ass off for it. He goes, I do not suggest anybody fucking deadlifting.
Oh wow, was this Thor?
It was not Thor. It was what is it? He's this big fucking guy with a beard. He was the I just said it to you, and I don't remember. But he was like, I'm gonna get
just a strongman.
Yeah, he was. But he was like the world's strongest man. Like he won it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a couple years. Like
awesome.
I think he won it like right after Eddie Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, or awesome. He won it right before Eddie Hall. One of those two. And
so it's recent.
Yeah, it was fairly recent. And I think he's actually challenged Eddie Hall.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I think because he's like they were friends, and then they had this huge falling out, and he's like, I could fucking kind of like how Eddie Hall had a huge falling out with like Thor.
Yeah.
Now this guy had a huge falling out with Eddie Hall, and he's like,
what's
going on here? If you keep having falling out with people, Eddie Hall,
gotta look in the mirror.
Yeah, gotta look in the mirror, bud. And he's like, I want to fucking beat you in every strongman competition there.
Whoa, he really got under his
skin. He got really underneath this guy's skin. He's like, I want to beat you in everything. And he goes, I want your family to witness. Like, it was brutal. So
strongman competitors or strongman as a field and as a sport is different though than powerlifting.
Yeah. Is it?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of crazy shit that they do that is not what a powerlifter would do.
Yeah, well, they throw kegs
picking
and
up
fucking,
rocks.
Yeah, dude, the fucking the big balls that are the fucking Atlas stones.
Right.
I just see my back just blowing out. Like I go to pick one up, I just see my back just exploding and just dying. They did it. They did it at the Paso Fair. I want to say they did like a strongman.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I vaguely remember seeing pictures.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great sport, and if that's what you want to do, great.
So at your gym, what do you just train? Do you train bodybuilders, or do you train
general population?
Just general population.
Yeah. And then I do have some competitors that I coach.
Nice.
And I love that because they share that same passion and affinity for fitness and training.
I'm sorry, I actually know one of your clients. Yeah, Lisa.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
So proud of her.
Yeah, she got her pro card in a natural league, and she's going back in 2 weeks, and she's going to compete on the pro stage now.
Yeah, she's actually going to come in and do a podcast with me.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
so
she said
another
muscular bodybuilder. Yeah, I see her every morning.
Awesome.
Yeah, we talk. I told her you were. I told her you were coming in. She's like, "Oh, I can't wait to listen to it." And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome." Bodybuilding is just it's so intriguing to me. It really is.
There's a lot of layers.
Yeah.
A lot of people. This is like the misconception, right? They think like, okay, you just train in the gym, you lift some weights, you build some muscle on your frame, and then you get a spray tan and go on stage and show it off. When you're a competitive bodybuilder, there's so much more than just the training, and you'll find what you like the most.
Yeah.
I love being in the gym the most. I love the training the most. I love the grind the most. But some people like the stage the most. Some people love the choreography, the posing, the flexing, how to frame your body and show off the best your strong points in your physique.
Yeah.
Choreograph it to music, put together a whole routine. And it's fun too, but it's, at the pro level, everything has to be dialed in. Like, so from head to toe, your whole presentation is what the judges judge.
How is it backstage? Like, do you look at other people and like, I can beat you, I can beat you, I got you beat, I got you beat. Ooh, I don't know if I can beat you though. You know,
really
like
friendly.
Are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of camaraderie. And,
okay, that's good.
It takes a special person to commit and do what we do.
Yeah, because I'm a very competitive human being.
Yeah.
Like if I set my mind on something, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Perfect.
And we're gonna
have an iron will.
Yeah, and we're gonna fucking go. And like I'm gonna be that guy in the backstage and be like, don't fucking talk to me. I'm gonna beat you. You know, like, no. No,
that's great.
Maybe.
I think most backstage you're making new friends.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. I need all the friends I can get. You know.
Don't we all though?
Don't we all?
Yeah.
You know. Just kind of like with the female bodybuilding and whatnot, and then you getting into it. What made you want to like compete though? Like what was that like? Okay, I guess I can do this kind of thing. Like, did you have like a light bulb moment, or was it just like you watched it a lot and then you had your friends were competing and you're like, I could do that? Or
you know what? That's interesting. So, I think I started following some CrossFit competitors. Some women in CrossFit.
Really?
And then I watched the CrossFit Games and I was like, fuck, that's gnarly. And
brutal gnarly. Yeah.
And then I think I went down this rabbit hole of watching like fitness documentaries. And I think it was when Generation Iron had just come out.
I just watched that.
I was learning about bodybuilding and I was like, damn, you know, I learned who Ronnie Coleman was and Jay Cutler was, and who these people are. And, after my 28th birthday, I was like, I need to set a goal. The gym, being inside the gym and training was my mental outlet, and it always has been, and I believe it always will be. You know,
you got some like built up trauma or something, or like just some past relationships. Like fuck
I compartmentalize stuff. You know, I'm not a very like touchy feely person. I'm a very open person.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends that I care deeply for.
Yeah.
But I'm not the first person to, call someone and say I love you, or to be, I don't know. It's to self-disclose about my personal feelings and my emotional state. I'm just going to compartmentalize whatever emotions I'm feeling. I'm just going to take it and shove it deep down. Yeah. And then go on.
I'm the complete opposite. I will cry right now if we bring up something wrong. No, I'm joking. Maybe.
So, and maybe that just comes from, it's got to stem from childhood. Somehow, right?
Yeah.
Most of our things do.
Most of the reason why we're fucked up is because of our parents for some strange reason or something that happened when we were children.
I love my parents, but
yes.
Anyways, so getting back to so training has always been my mental escape, my mental outlet, and I would get the question of like, what are you training for? Why are you spending so many hours in the gym? Well, I feel great after I train and spend time in the gym. So that's, I didn't have a concrete goal. And after my birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to set a goal. And this is the goal that I'm going to set. And it was a bodybuilding show.
Hell yeah.
So I picked one out and I competed at my first bodybuilding show and won, all my classes, and like, okay, fuck, I can do this.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, so screw you, Justin, telling me you can't just go straight out and fucking win.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. You might surprise.
Yeah. That's kind of what got me into wanting to do a bodybuilding competition. Was I've talked about it for so many years.
Okay.
I've talked about it for so many years. Well,
your sporting industry is so close to bodybuilding.
Absolutely.
Because you have to have a certain look, a certain physique, and the athletic prowess to back it up, right? Yeah, absolutely. Nail on the head, 100%. And when I got out of my depressive state of mind, to a couple of friends pulled me aside, was like, yo, dude, you need to pull your head out of your ass because you're not done. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so old. No one's going to be looking at me. Like, I'm fucking, I'm done wrestling. And I've put like, how you said bodybuilders takes probably about 10 to 12 years. Like I've put in 10 to 12 years into professional wrestling to the point of like sleeping in my car to,
hiding cars from people because they're going to repo it, to hiding from landlords because I couldn't pay rent, to, you know, you name it.
Yeah, sacrifice.
Going through the grind, you know, to be who I became, you know.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, fuck, it's over. What do I do? Like, I can't work a 9 to 5.
Right.
I'm not built to people to tell me what to do.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, same here. I can totally relate to that.
I mean, if like, I don't know, like if it came to like a relationship or something like that, then yeah, I guess I could be fucking told what to do, but I'm going to fucking do kicking and screaming the whole goddamn time. But it's one of those things. But like when it comes to like a boss, like I'm like,
Sure.
And I've had a lot of bad jobs, not like bad jobs, but like jobs where I didn't want to do them.
Okay.
You know, like I worked for Charter. I worked for the telecommunication company.
Okay,
yeah. And I would go up 20 something feet up in the air and hang cable when it's fucking raining outside and storming and all that shit. And I'm damn near falling off. And yeah,
that's gnarly.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. You know,
that's got to be like when you're flying in the ring, right? You're like up there.
Yes. Yeah. That's totally different though, because like if I'm flying in the ring, man, like it's kind of like when you're on stage or when you're in the gym. That's your domain.
Right.
That's where you feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When there's a camera on and I'm in the middle of the ring, that's where I feel most comfortable. That's where I feel most confident.
Okay. Awesome.
You know, that's where I feel like
that would be tough for a lot of people.
It is.
To have the camera on them, to be an exhibitionist, really.
Absolutely. It's very, very hard. You know, when I ask people to do podcasts, they go, well, is it going to be on video? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's a vodcast podcast. Yeah. And people go, I don't know.
Oh, they don't want to be on camera.
They don't want to be on camera.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a thing. Yeah. And I'm like,
social media, the same person probably has like 50 selfies on their social media page.
Yes. Yes.
So what are you trying to hide?
What are you trying to hide? Yeah. Right. You know what? I'm going to ask you a tough question. You're going to have to come out and verbally say something. You know, if you don't, then that's fine. We can just cut it and move the fuck on. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, you know, but yeah, no. But yeah, that's where I feel most confident is like in the ring. You know, or when I'm in front of people. You know, now I'm a very shy person. You probably can't tell that, but I'm an extremely shy person.
So you're like a forced extrovert?
I guess.
Extrovert by trade?
But I guess. But like when I'm in a room with people, I will not be the first to talk. I'll just be sitting there. I'll just listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll listen and I'll watch everybody else.
Okay.
I'll see everybody's vibe. Yeah. Very, very observer. Like I'll watch everybody's vibe and I'll kind of wait for somebody to come up and talk to me. And if nobody comes up to talk to me, I'm totally okay with that. You know, 9 times out of 10 people come up and talk to me though. You know,
for sure.
Yeah,
because of how you look.
How I look and the way that you know, you walk with a presence. You walk with it's called in our industry. It's called the airport test.
Airport test.
Yeah. Right.
Explain that.
Okay, so when you walk into an airport, people look at you and they go, "He does something," or "She does something."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you stick out from the crowd.
Because you stick out from the crowd. Yeah. Yeah. It's the airport test.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have TSA asking you now, are you a bodybuilder? You know?
Yeah. I've had it. Oh my gosh. So I flew to Denver and little puddle jumper out of slow. Right. And I got my food. I got my bag and everything. And I got this, they put the 2 biggest dudes on the whole fucking plane together for some strange apparent reason.
Yeah, they just wanted to see.
And we're 2 hours.
Because your shoulders are so broad.
My shoulders are so big.
Yeah.
2 hours and I'm like, fuck this.
Usually I'm like the person in my seat. I'm like, okay, yeah, getting like.
Yeah,
I need it.
Yeah, I've had weird shit happen on flights. I fly a lot. I've had weird shit happen.
Yeah, I travel quite a bit too.
Yeah, I've had people sleep in my lap.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
You just like push them.
I'm just like whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. Contact. Yeah, I would draw the line.
Are you not like big on contact?
I'm not that I'm not big. I'm okay with it. Yeah. But with a stranger, for me. I'm all. In my profession, I have to touch my clients. And,
touch it's probably a little different because you're a female. Like for me, I'm just like, yeah. And like, if I didn't know you and I just sat there and laid my head on your shoulder, you'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Right? Or you'd be like, yo, dog, like, get the fuck off me. Right? I'm just like, they're there. Just use them. Whatever. Like, and it was a female, and she just happily, like, she was just here. And next thing you know, she just kind of gradually
fell into your lap.
She just kind of gradually just kind of went over.
Yeah.
And it was here.
Hope she was cute.
Yeah. She was all right. You know, she was here and it ended up here. And it was just kind of like, I had the tray, so she wasn't fully in my lap.
Oh, okay.
So she was just kind of like here. And like I had my phone. I'm just watching a movie and I'm just like,
yeah, that's too. See, that's like my personal space. That's too close, man.
Yeah,
gotta move over.
Yeah, I'm just like whatever. I've had that happen on flights. I've had what else? I've had people freak out on flights. I've had stuck on the tarmac forever. I've weather shit. Yeah, it's just.
That's the worst. I think is when weather or something mechanical happens and your flight is canceled.
Yeah. And then they won't do like, fuck all for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
I've fallen because I don't know. I just like, I'm so used to like training and working and grinding that I'll get to the airport and I've fallen asleep and missed my flight. Oh my God. I'll never do that ever again.
I haven't done that yet.
Good. Yeah. Don't do it. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like such an idiot for missing your flight. And of all reasons, because you were sleeping, you were right there at the gate. At the gate, right there.
And no one woke you up.
And
yeah.
Could you just tap me on the shoulder and just like push me over something?
Hey, we're boarding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Right there.
Yeah. Even the lady who's calling my name, you could have saw that somebody was sleeping and going, hey, is that you?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Nope. Thanks, United. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I've had it to the point of like, I'm like, well, it's mechanical, right? So you guys have to give me like a hotel or something, right? And they're like, unfortunately not, sir.
Yeah. No airline's going to put you up.
Unfortunately
They're
not.
like, hey, it's, you could sleep in the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, great.
They're not going to give you a pillow or blanket.
Not going to give you a pillow, blanket. No. They always have the fucking chairs where you can't actually lay out because they got the fucking armrest. So yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Fuck you, airports.
I've seen some people bring the yoga mats, with them traveling.
I've seen people do yoga in the airport.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some crazy shit in the airport. Where I'm just like, what are you doing? They're just sitting there by the window and they're just fucking doing their gimmick. And
I've worked out a little bit in.
Have you really? You got a pump in a fucking gym?
Yeah, in the airport, yeah.
I think it's in Chicago.
Ooh, do they have a gym?
I think Chicago has a gym.
Oh wow!
In it, a small gym. That's cool. One of the airports I know has like a small gym in it. I think it might be Chicago. It might be O'Hare.
Have to look this up.
Yeah, it has a small gym in it. And I'm like, yo, that is the way to kill some time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it's about time.
That's the smartest idea anybody could ever do is put a gym in the airport.
Yeah. I guess you're getting a lot of steps though in the terminal.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking like airports flying. It's just part of the job, but I'm just like, ugh. It's just because I'm fucking big.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just very uncomfortable for me.
So what about driving?
I love driving.
Okay.
I love driving.
And like you feel like, well, I mean, you're right. You probably can stretch your legs out and stuff. It's probably fun.
It's one of those things where it's like, I like to be on my own time. Yeah. So when I go and I fly places, I have to Uber somewhere or find a ride or something. Like if I want to go to the gym or something like that, I have to Uber, and that's like $20, $30, depending on where the gym is, right?
Sure.
I'm going to Vegas tomorrow and I'm driving because I want to be able to wake up and drive to the gym and go this place and go that place and do this and do that, without having to worry about how I'm going to get there or anything like that. It's like, oh, I already have my shit, Then I'm bringing all my podcasting equipment anyway. So it's like,
yeah, you can't put that on the plane.
Right? I bring this shit with me. It goes all in a backpack.
Oh man.
Yeah. Besides the lens.
So you'll fly with it.
Yeah, I'll fly with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell. If I could cut a podcast somewhere, I totally will. When you were like, can we do it at my gym? I was like, fuck yeah, I can do it at your gym.
Yep.
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
And we are soon though.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we are. I think the 12th or something like that.
The first weekend in December.
Just kidding. First weekend in December. Yeah. Okay. I didn't have the date quite right, but yeah,
Good.
And I think we're actually bringing my setup.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, we're bringing my set. I think
to set up an oak and iron. You can see it for what it is.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah,
and then we could train after, and we'll train legs.
Let's train legs. Yeah, don't fucking kill me, please. She's gonna fucking kill me. It's gonna be great.
Best day, leg day.
Best day is leg day.
Mm-hmm.
How many? You train legs? What, twice a week?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do I, but apparently I don't do it right. No, I'm just joking.
We'll see when you step on stage.
We'll see when I step on stage. Hey, I'm wearing board shorts, okay? So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I don't have to necessarily worry about my legs too much. I got huge legs.
Real bodybuilders, they kind of make fun of those guys.
That's fine. It's my first one.
Okay,
it's my first one.
You have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Yes.
So speaking of starting somewhere, what is your advice to give to some young person who might not know how to work out or has the fear of actually walking into the gym? Because that's a thing.
It is.
A lot of people have.
And I think someone like you and I, we forget that because we feel so at home there.
Right.
That we forget that, people are actually intimidated to walk into a gym.
Very intimidated to walk into a gym because somebody overweight or somebody who just wants to better themselves, stuff like that, they're afraid of being laughed at because the stigma on social media is people are going to laugh at you. And I think that's absolutely, if I ever see anybody laugh at somebody for wanting to better themselves, I will smack the shit out of that person.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to. So I love the fitness industry.
Yes.
Love the fitness industry. And part of the reason why I have so much passion and even like gratitude for being in fitness is because of all the people that I've met in fitness. Everyone is so positive, so uplifting.
That's fucking cool.
And so encouraging.
Yeah.
In more than any other industry that I've been in, more than, I don't know, education, they're pretty encouraging and uplifting too. But
to be horrible people. No, I'm joking.
No way. But, so I think to answer your question, if someone's thinking about joining a gym or going to a gym they've never been to before or somehow getting involved in fitness, just know that people that are in fitness, they want to encourage you. They want to see you be a better version of yourself. So they're going to commend you. They're going to applaud you. They're not going to laugh at you. Yeah. They're going to say, how can we help?
How can we help? Yeah.
And I love that.
I love that. I love when people come up to me. Now, don't do this a lot, please. But like, I don't mind people coming up to me at the gym and asking me how to do a proper exercise or because, I look like I work out, right? To a point, I don't look like you, but I look like I work out. I look like I throw some weights around at Planet Fitness, no, I'm joking.
But don't they have the lunk alarm? So you're not supposed to throw weights
around?
They
don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
All right.
You would be surprised. And I told this to Justin too. You go into the gym first thing in the morning like I do. You got some fucking lean, jacked up people in there.
Okay.
Yeah, because they like to go there because they're not bothered. They're not bugged. They're just do their thing and get in and get the fuck out. Yeah. We all say hi to each other. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
But it's not the atmosphere where it's like social hour.
No.
Or
no, it's not like it's like
you're getting dressed in like your Gymshark like best to go.
I fucking can't stand Gymshark. No offense to Gymshark, but that is the biggest fucking. That's like using Ghost fucking pre-workout. The fuck out of here.
Ooh, not a fan of Ghost.
No. Are you a fan of Ghost?
I mean, it's all the same. Honestly, it's all the same stuff. They all have the same ingredients in it.
It's
whatever you enjoy flavor-wise.
So it's just, I guess, like the mainstream shit to do. When people first get into fucking bodybuilding or weightlifting or whatever the fuck, it's like I got to get a Gymshark tank top and a Gymshark fucking shorts and I got to do the Ghost protein because it's Chips Ahoy.
Right. So if you look pretty when you're lifting, you're not doing
You're
it
not
right.
doing it right. Yeah. I look like a rugged fucking man. You know what I mean? Like I look rugged as shit. Like I go through like 2 shirts because I'm sweating so goddamn much. Yeah. I like cardio shirt and a cardio shirt soaked. Right? Fucking change that shit out, put another shirt on. I bring about 3 or 4 shirts with me to the gym. Yeah, cause I big dude, I sweat.
You know, I meant to bring you. What size are you? So I can bring you an Oak and Iron shirt.
Well, what is today? I like them big, so like 2X to an XL, 2X
okay.
to an XL. Yeah, I totally would have rocked it too.
Oh man, I gotta do that.
Totally would have rocked it too.
I don't think we have any 2X in stock right now.
Because you got just a bunch of big dudes.
So, no, that's what I was going to ask you too. Is how do you like to like say like you're a bigger size and like you're 2X, or do you feel like, ooh, like that's kind of big, I'd rather be like an XL, like how do guys feel, guys who lift, how do they feel about that? Because I feel like there's like some guys, they want to have that bigger frame and they want to be like, yeah, now I can fill out a 2X when before I was just a large, now my chest and shoulders fill it out. Or some guys are like, I'm trying to like not be so big.
Well, I used to fit in a 3X, so
okay,
yeah, because I was just so big.
Yeah,
right now it just depends the shirt. It really does. Like some shirt could be a 2X, and like I look fucking beefy as fuck in it. Mm-hmm. Some shirts could be an XL, and I'm like that's a little too tight for you, brother. You might want to,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Baby
or
gap, yeah,
you're looking like a little baby gap, right? Or like this is an XL and I stand up, I look okay. Like I look pretty fucking thick up top, but I'm still look fairly lean down here. Mm-hmm. I still have extra shirt is the way. That's kind of the.
Shirt.
I have extra shirt.
Okay.
So that's kind of the way that I do it. I go, I have extra shirt. Okay.
I just wondered if guys like get in, if they're, because women look at the numbers on the scale, the numbers in their pant size.
I'm horrible at that. I am so like. I get so, I guess, mad at myself, I guess would be the best way to put it, when the scale goes up. And we're not supposed to look at the scale, right? Yeah, you're not supposed to look at the scale. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you looking at the scale?
You look at what your physique is.
Right, you look at what your physique is, right? And I send pictures to my coach once a week. Every Friday, once a week. Or if I'm going out of town, it's a couple days before, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah, man, like your fucking stomach's leaning out, like you're starting to get your ab lines in. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm still 260. Like what the fuck? I was 255. Or whatever the fuck, right? He's like, dude, like your weight's gonna go up, it's gonna go down. It's just depending on how much water you're fucking holding and all that shit. You know what I mean?
A lot.
Like he's like, how much water did you drink yesterday? And I'm like, I don't know, like 2 gallons. He's like, yeah, dude, like you're going to fucking hold water, dude. Like it's just going to fucking happen. He goes, some days when you wake up, dude, you look leaner than you do than other days. He goes, it's just the way. And it's just such a mind fuck though. And what's even more of a mind fuck to me?
Because weight loss is not linear. It's not going to go in one direction.
Right.
All the time.
And it starts like with me, it always starts with my face. Right. And then I get thinner in the face. And then it kind of starts trickling down. Like, and then my arms start
You're a weight loss guy from the top down?
Yeah, from the top down. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And then all of a sudden it just all sits like right here. Oh. What you were saying, that's from eating like shit for so long. Yeah. And from,
lifestyle more than anything.
Yeah. It was from eating, because I'm 8.5 years clean and sober. Like I haven't had a thing of fucking.
Cheers to that.
Thank you. I haven't had
great.
an alcoholic beverage, and dude, if I even tried to have an alcoholic beverage right now, I probably would fucking just hit the floor, because I don't. I'm so worried about because people go, after so long you feel like you can control it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm one of those guys who dives headfirst into everything. So like if I if I have one drink, one's gonna head first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's why, drinking and like that. And I used to be on pain medication too before my back and shit like that. And I was mixing that and going through a divorce, and it was just,
You just take something that's like bad and negative and just make it worse.
Yeah. That's my life. That's my life. That's my life. As I take something that's really bad and I turn it even worse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And my buddy always tells me, he goes, dude, you're like a snowball. He goes, once the snowball gets going, dude, the snowball gets big, and you start fucking rocking and rolling. You're fucking doing that shit. And you're this, and you're doing this over here, and you're moving over here, and you're rocking and rolling over here. He goes, but for some strange apparent reason, that snowball always hits a fucking wall, and it fucking crashes.
Right. Yeah.
And he goes, and that's exactly what happened to you just a little bit ago. Wow. He goes, you were on a snowball. You're national television. You were doing this. You were doing that. Traveling the world. Blah, blah, blah. He goes, and then you hit the wall. And then he goes, and then you crumbled.
Sure.
He goes, you just have to keep that snowball moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He goes, and understand, you're going to hit walls, but don't let the fucking snowball decrease.
Right.
He goes,
don't let it crumble.
keep it tight.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you're going to run into shit.
Yeah.
He goes, that's just life.
It is.
Just keep going.
It's a good friend.
Oh yeah, he's one of he's
a good friend.
He's known me from being an alcoholic to not being an alcoholic to being a foodie to not being a foodie. I love food. We all love food.
Oh, we all love food.
Right? I love food. I love pizza. I love junk food. I love it all. Mm-hmm. Right? But I'm learning. I'm learning now, and I'm, like I said, I'm a very visual learner, and I like to learn things. That I just feel better when I eat cleaner, and that's just
yes.
You know,
so much is just mental clarity.
It is.
And then it goes back to gut health.
Yes.
You know, you kind of touched on earlier.
Do you fuck with kimchi?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I prefer like sauerkraut if I'm going to have like fermented cabbage, you know.
Kimchi's
pretty good.
I was having problems with a little digestion. Mm-hmm. Right? And if somebody brought it up to me, was like, yo, you should try some kimchi. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? And they were like, you like spice? I love spicy food. Yeah. Love hot food. And you like pickles? I love pickles. I'm a huge pickle fucking head.
Pickles,
yeah, I'm a pickle head. And he's like, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I talked to my coach about it, and he's like, yeah, man, like if you want to put that on your rice, go for it, man. It will help you with the gut health. It's only a couple calories. Like it's not really that big of a deal, and it's not like you're adding anything bad in.
Nope.
You know, so I have kimchi with almost like every meal, and like not every meal, like just my rice.
That's
like,
a lot of kimchi.
It's just a scoop. Like it's not like I fucking like sit there and pile the bitch on. Yeah. I just have like a teaspoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just a teaspoon. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sitting there fucking just grubbing the thing out. Yeah. No.
Doesn't really sound so good now.
No. It's just like a teaspoon. Like it's just like I just grab a little bit, just put it on top of the rice.
I think most cultures outside of the U.S. actually have fermented foods in their diet.
Yeah.
On a daily basis, and for whatever reason, we don't. I don't know why we don't have fermented foods in our
Why do we eat a lot of processed shit? Because that's the way America is.
Because we're sold out to the major food industrial complex.
Yeah.
And letting, Kellogg's cereal fill our kids with sugar and...
Do you like cereal?
Junk. Oh, I love cereal. Yeah.
I'm not a cereal guy.
No?
No.
Oh, I love
cereal.
I'm
not a cereal guy at all.
I think that's what... that's definitely one of the foods that I miss. Like if I miss some foods right now, it'd be like cereal, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh,
just the simple shit.
You had me at hello.
The simple shit.
Yeah. The simple shit.
But it's okay. There's time for that.
Do you usually after a meet, like, do you kind of gorge a little bit, or do you?
I'll do like a cheat meal or two. Yeah.
Just is it like right after? Because you have to do somewhat of like a little bit of a refeed, right? But you have to do it slow, right?
You know what? Because the way that I do my peak week, I deplete, glycogen deplete, get very flat. And I mean, it almost looks like you're like, where's my muscle that I spent all these
months?
Get
the fuck out of here.
No, I'm serious. Like you're just like, God, I'm so flat after you deplete, if you do the depletion right, you get pretty low, not too low, because you have to like fill out for stage, but you get pretty depleted. And then, after a few days of that, when your body's ready before contest, the pre-contest, after you've stopped training, so you stopped training, you stopped your cardio, this is like 4 days out, and then you're manipulating water, maybe you're changing how much water you're intaking or the type of water, then you start carbing up. And so you'll have like in a day 300 grams carbs, 400, 500 grams of carbs, in one day.
Wow.
And then do that for like 2 or 3 days in a row going into the show. So I'm not necessarily like ready just to like go out and like have a bunch of food because I've been fed.
You've been fed. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, this is all stuff that I'm going to be learning.
Yeah, and you'll experience.
And I'll be experiencing it.
Yeah.
I'll probably be texting you, be like, "This is some bullshit." You're like, "Shut up, pussy. Just keep going." I'm like, "Okay."
Seriously. Though,
Sometimes you need those.
Week,
yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes you need those rough.
So hard.
Those rough cuts. Sometimes you need that. Shut the fuck up. You're there. You're already there. Just shut the fuck up.
I'm kind of a tough love person.
Are you?
So that's what you
I
get
love
from
that.
me.
I love that.
You'd get like that.
I love
this is
that.
what you chose.
Yeah. Because somebody said that. Like, somebody literally said that. I heard somebody say that. Like, no one's forcing you to fucking do this.
No.
They're not holding a gun to your head.
No.
You're choosing to do this.
Absolutely. 100%.
So shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You have nothing to complain about.
You have nothing to complain about.
And you know what? It's better to, I think, approach it from a perspective of gratitude anyways.
Yeah.
You get to do this. How many people, and I remind myself of this all the time, how many people get to train for fun? Yeah. You get to spend hours in the gym for fun.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is actually pretty cool.
And you own your own business.
Right. I love it.
And you get to, now do you work 7 days a week?
I try to work 5 days a week.
Uh-huh.
It's
keyword try.
Yeah. I'm getting better at it though. I am getting better at it. I'll go in for like little things on the weekends if I absolutely have to.
Right.
I did just take, pretty long vacation. I took, almost 2 whole weeks off.
Wow.
Yeah. So I believe there has to be some type of balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have a good team in place, you should be able to do that.
Fuck yeah.
Step away, refresh, recenter, and get back to work.
I think that's very important. That sometimes you have to disconnect from the world completely.
Yeah, from the world.
From the world.
We have so much stuff coming at us every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disconnecting from the world is definitely I need to do that more. I need to disconnect from the world.
Do you get out in nature? Do you hike?
I don't hike.
No.
I'm not a big hiker. No.
Ever?
No, I'm not a big camper either.
No.
No. I'm not a big outdoorsy kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's change that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's change it. Let's go. Let's do something.
I don't know how you could grow up here and not be outdoorsy. Because it's so beautiful and there's so many like great hikes and vistas and.
Well, I was homeless.
Okay.
So I slept on the streets.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where it's like you
camped.
Yeah. I've camped.
Not by choice.
Not by choice.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Or car camping.
Yeah, I've carb camped. I've slept on garage floors. I've done a lot of. We can get on all that shit later. Like, we don't need to get into that into my life right now.
Yeah.
So no.
I get it.
I'm deep. Yeah. I've lived the life of.
But there's some beautiful spots.
Yeah.
And that's like the reward for me. And I've always been like super into hiking. Is that, some part of the hike there's a view. There's a gorgeous view that you can't achieve that view or see that any other way, besides being in that place, climbing for 2 hours straight uphill, or whatever.
I did go with my buddy Matt Suarez that I was telling you about. Okay. He's a big hiker. He's a big hiker.
Amazing. He's a talented artist and that also loves nature.
And he's a huge hiker. And we done up Montana de Oro, Los Osos. Yep. Yeah, and that was my first hike.
Okay.
With him.
That's pretty mellow.
Yeah, it was pretty. We went to the very top. Like we were up there, and we were like in the clouds, and it was cold as fuck. And I didn't bring a jacket. And it was but I felt so free up there. Mm-hmm. Now getting down, it was a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but it was okay. Just because I didn't have the right shoes. Okay. I was expecting like we're gonna trail walk,
go for a stroll.
Yeah, I was expecting us to be climbing fucking mountains.
A lot of people make that mistake. That it has, if you've never been out hiking or backpacking, you're like, oh, we're just going on a light stroll.
Yeah, whatever. Or tennis shoes. Yeah.
I mean, I like to hike in Nikes.
Yeah, but these were like no bulls that are like been beat up. I think they were the ones that I have on my feet right now. They're like my house shoes.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the smartest idea.
No grip. Yeah.
No grip. No nothing. We're climbing this fucking mountain on the side. And I'm like, bro, I'm just slip and fall. I'm going to bust my ass. He's like, I'll see you at the top. Kind of thing. So, and I got up there and then it was. But
you loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I did. When I got up there, I felt so free. I felt accomplished.
Yeah.
Felt like I accomplished something.
Right.
I felt
it's a weird sense of accomplishment too, because
really
it's like,
is.
okay, I just climbed up a mountain.
Yeah, it was like I just climbed a mountain. I'm sweaty. I'm at and there's a bench up there where you can sit up there at the very top. There's a bench.
They reward you with a bench.
And they reward you with a bench.
Yep.
I jumped on top of that bench, and I told Matt, I was like, take a picture. And I just put my hands up, and like the picture's on my Instagram. I just put my hands up, and like you see the cloud, like it was completely dark up there, like the gray clouds were just completely dark. Ooh. Yeah, because we were up there, and I don't know, I just felt so free, and I was just like, man, this is great. He always tells me to. He's like, dude, let's go hiking. I'm like, man, I'm just so busy. Like, I just got so much stuff, and I'm just a busy guy, and like I've already worked out today, and I just need to stop, you know.
Yeah, you need to say yes.
Yes, I just need to say yes. I need to say yes to a lot of things. That's my problem.
Sounds like a New Year's resolution.
Saying yes to a lot of things, new things.
There you go. That's not. Yeah, you're totally outside your comfort zone.
I'm very outside when I'm home, I'm a homebody. Like I'm home.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
Well, shoot, you have this whole like setup. There's a lot of fun, creative things to do.
It is, but sometimes like I do like to, like I got to get the fuck out of the house. But like I'm like, oh, I'll go to the gym. Okay, I'm out of the house. You know, like that's, you know, because I was on the
welcome to my world.
Yeah, well, no, it's like because I was on the road fucking 250 days out of the year.
Yeah, as a pro wrestler.
Yeah,
you're traveling.
You know, I travel. You know, I don't travel nearly as much as I used to, but like when I'm home, man, I want to just be home, and like I don't want to worry about where, like, what can I eat, like where I eat, stuff like that. Like I want to go to my fridge that's already prepped, and you know, weigh it out and call it a day. You know, I don't know, but.
I know, using a food scale, right?
I got 3 of them. Oh, because
nice.
Just in case one dies.
Yeah, you can't eyeball it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not that good. You know, I get 45.
You'll get good where you'll have like a piece of chicken in your hand. And you'll go, okay, this is about 5 ounces, and you'll put it on the scale. It'll be really close. You'll get to that point.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The Jedi mind tricks that we all hear. Let's wrap this up. Do you have a not a saying, but like a positive thing that you look at possibly every day to help motivate you to keep going, to keep pushing through?
Positive affirmations.
Yeah. What are some of your favorites? If you have favorites.
If I had any favorites, that's a tough question, because I just keep going.
Yeah.
I really do. I just keep going. I just don't stop. I think that's like team never can't stop, won't stop.
Fuck
it's like can't stop, won't stop. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or no days off.
No days off.
Yeah.
You're like the fucking Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy travels with his gym.
Keep going. Really?
Yeah. He has a gym every time he goes to shoots and shit like that. He has a gym that has to be set up for him so he can go and train.
Oh, I love it. Yes. You know, I just stumbled across one of his, he was training shoulders, and I was like, that looks familiar. Oh, yeah, I would superset that. Okay. All right. He knows what he's doing. He fucking knows what he's doing.
I'm like, have you seen the guy? Like, he fucking knows what he's doing.
But I mean, like, sometimes, like, you know, you have these personalities and they're being coached by someone. Like, he's actually training himself, I guess is where I'm going.
I think he has a coach.
Okay,
but I think he has a coach. I think he has a nutrition coach.
I'm sure he's had multiple coaches.
Yeah, multiple. Yeah.
But I don't know, in this video segment, anyways, it seemed like he was running his own or programming his own shoulder workout.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's running off someone else's program that was given to him.
You know what? He's just doing the damn thing.
Yes,
he is doing the damn thing.
That's one of my favorites. Is Just Do It.
Just Do It
by Nike. Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. Jump head first. Yeah. And that's me. I jump head first into shit.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you don't do it today, you don't get another chance.
One of my favorite ones in my head is you have 24 hours in the day. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Because everybody bitches and complains they don't have time for shit, right? Oh, I don't have time to work out. I have kids. I have this. I have that.
And then you have to look at, now your phone has analytics. How many hours you spend on certain apps. You can see that from your palm.
Yep. Yeah.
Wild.
I tell people that all the time.
Time management is so key.
Yeah. And I'm so, and you're probably the same way. I'm so programmed where it's like I have to be up at a certain time. I have to do this by a certain time. I have to do this by a certain time. Because if I don't, like, I go fucking mentally insane.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. From the second I wake up, my alarm is sometimes it's set to go off at like 3:30, 3:45.
Yeah.
And I got to hop up and go and hustle. And it is down to a science. My day is scheduled back to back to back for certain things.
So what does a day in the life of you look like? Let's just end it there. What is your
what
does your day look like? Just
I gotta do that. I have to create. So that's one of my things for next year. I'm gonna start doing a YouTube and start vlogging.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll help you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I got enough equipment.
All right. This is on air, on record. You'll help me.
Just fucking text me.
Love it. Yeah. So, right. So what is a female bodybuilder, gym owner, and mom of two?
Mom of two?
Yeah. 12 and 13, both girls.
I would not have known.
Blessed. Yeah. So what does that look like? Some days I do. I wake up at 3:30. Tomorrow, thank God, I get to sleep in. I'm just like, I'm
sleeping in like what, 5?
Like 6.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, that's me too. I'm like, I slept in and I was like, it's 6.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you wake up and the first thing that I do is cardio. I'll do fasted cardio. I have a treadmill in my garage. And if I don't do fasted cardio first, then I'm prepping my foods, looking at my schedule, and organizing for the day. And then getting to the gym, opening up the gym. Sometimes I take my first client at 4:30 in the morning. There are people, actually quite a few people, that like the early morning workouts.
Love early morning workouts.
Yeah, and I'm a morning workout person too.
Yeah.
But now it's had to shift. Now I kind of have to change my training to when I'm more available.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But yeah, I start by opening the gym, training clients, posting on social media, because the part of owning a business is you have to stay current.
Yep, got to promote.
Yep, be relevant. And then after I get through my first couple of clients in the morning, I'm having my first meal, my oatmeal and protein.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've gone that route.
I have gone that route. Yeah. It's like half cup of oats with a cup of egg whites and
you get egg whites.
Yeah, I get egg whites. Yeah, with 3 ounces of pineapple and 2.
Ooh, and you get fruit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and 2 as of this week, 2 rice cakes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So your coach is mixing the wet carbs and dry carbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
And fruit carbs.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just following what he's telling me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't ask questions.
That is
I'm
what
like,
you're supposed to do.
This guy's competed like 5 to 6 times. He's fucking won multiple shows. Like, I'm not fucking going to question what he asked me.
Nope. Do not question.
Yeah.
You stick to the program.
And he knows, because he used to be a professional wrestler. So he knows.
That's fine.
He knows the way that I operate and how my body needs to react to being athletic as well as being, gaining mass and so on and so forth. Yeah. So I don't fucking, Christian's the man, dude. I don't fucking.
I love it. Yeah. No, I'm just like, as a coach myself, and I coach bodybuilders. So I'm just, when I hear or read certain diets and what people are adhering to, I'm always just like, in the back of my mind, like, okay, why and what purpose would that have?
You're analyzing it. I love it.
Of course.
Yes.
So, after meal 1, get back to work. And if I don't have a lot of clients stacked up for that morning, then sometimes it's time for me to train after meal 1. And I love that. Then it's my time.
Do you train with headphones on?
I do most of the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what do you usually...
Not in my gym, though. If I'm in my gym, no headphones on. I just turn my music on loud.
What do you listen to? What's on? Like, you listen to like hard rock? You listen to some country? A little hip hop?
It depends.
Little Spice Girls?
No Spice Girls. Yeah. It really
I was going to end that right there. He's like, yeah, Spice Girls. I'm like, we're done. No, I'm joking.
Spice Girls have their place.
Yeah, they do.
It really just depends on my mood.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it is rap, hip hop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not a big rap hip hop guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No trap music for you?
Nah, I'm more of like, I'm listening
rock.
Yeah.
Hard rock.
It depends.
Okay.
It depends on my mood. Like sometimes I'll go emo.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll go like,
Sometimes I'll go dubstep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. We're 2 different sides of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who would control the car and the radio.
Okay.
Radio in the car. Who would control it? Me or you?
Well, it depends on what kind of ride you want to have. Like, do you want it to be fun and for me to like, enjoy myself? Then I'm going to control the ride.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. No, I just listen to a lot.
I don't care. I love all kinds of music.
Yeah.
Every genre. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a big concert goer?
I used to be.
Yeah.
When I had more time.
Yeah.
But the last concert, this is so sad to say. It wasn't the last concert I went to, but a concert that I went to this year was Journey.
Hey, that's awesome.
Did you go to that?
I did not go to Journey, but I like Journey. I ain't mad about Journey. Fuck yeah, dude.
So Journey, it was great. And then I found out the opening band, somehow I know, and it's just been a long day, but somehow someone that I'm training, her husband, no. Okay, this is what I found out. Okay, my esthetician, her husband is the drummer for the band that opened for Journey.
Okay.
So just found that out recently, and it's like, and then Lisa that I guess is friends with the singer of that same band that opened with Journey. And anyways, they had like, that was like a big thing for them to open a local band, to open for Journey. And like, how many times are they going to get that opportunity? So cool. But I fell asleep at the Journey concert. I was like 3 rows back, center stage, huge loud concert. Everyone's having a great time. And I'm so fucking tired and so fatigued physically and mentally that I fucking fell asleep.
Wow.
So I love concerts, but right now in my life, I just don't have a lot of time for them.
All right. So it's fucking dinner and a movie, people. Dinner and a movie. So she can eat dinner, clean shit, and then fucking watch a movie and go to sleep. Got it.
Yeah. That's my speed, I guess.
Please tell me you've seen Top Gun.
I have.
Oh, thank God.
You know what? I love movies.
Oh, I'm a huge
movies.
movie
going
buff.
To see movies.
Huge movie buff. Yeah. Okay, so continue your day. What else do you do? Train. Yeah. Then
After
you work out.
training,
Yep.
Eat.
Yep.
Of course. You have to. And then if I have to do any like admin stuff for the gym, I'll take care of that. It could be more social media. It could be meeting with the trainers. It could be some stuff maybe that we have to accomplish as a business owner, whatever you have to do. And then I will probably get in all maybe 1 or 2 more clients before I pick my kids up from school.
Yep.
So do the school pickup, hang out with my kids for a while. And I actually was talking to my girlfriend about this today because she's a multitasking mom too. But I'll prep my kids' dinner before I go back to the gym for the evening.
Okay.
So dinner is technically on the table at like 4 p.m.
Okay. Hey, that ain't bad.
It's a little early, but at least I know what they're eating, that it's usually typically whole foods, made from scratch, and definitely high protein.
Yes.
That is non-negotiable in my household.
Non-negotiable.
You gotta have a lot of protein. And then I'm back to the gym in the evening for a few hours, training with clients, running the business. And then at the end of the day, which is around like 7:30, I go home, check on my kiddos, get them wound down for the evening. And then I'm back to the gym for myself for training session number 2.
Wow.
Or cardio.
Wow. So you probably go to bed probably about what, like 10?
Yeah.
And then you're up at 4?
Yeah.
Mama.
I know.
I feel like I'm keeping you right now. I do. I'm sorry.
It's good. This is this is a choice, right?
It was a choice. This is a choice. That's right. It was a choice.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, we all have free will, and that's what I choose to do with my free will.
Hell yeah.
Is stay busy as hell.
Stay busy as hell. And where can everybody find you?
At Oak and Iron.
That's it.
Or Instagram, Lindsey Dias Fit.
Yep.
Yeah, reach out there.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
You fucking kill me on followers. Trying to get up there. Was it just hashtags or what?
Definitely hashtags. Definitely post. You have to stay current with your post trendy things. I've gotten into reels. I don't know how you feel about reels.
Yeah, I'm getting into them. Yeah, I'm more of like on TikTok. Like I'm all.
See, yeah, I feel like I would really expand if I did TikTok.
You would.
But I just like it's like another thing, and it's
I know.
I don't know if I have the time for that.
Fuck. You make time. You know. One thing I do want to do is, and one thing that you've actually inspired me to do, which is really, really cool, is I saw your photo shoot that you did, and I thought it was absolutely fucking, number one, it was fucking sexy as shit. It was gorgeous.
Thank you.
And when I'm a couple weeks out, I want to do one.
Sean Nelson in Las Vegas. He's the best.
Were you in Vegas when you did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did. I've done a few photo shoots. So
it was the saloon one that you just posted.
Oh, Wyatt Craig did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that in Los Alamos?
That was in Los Alamos.
Yeah. Like that was fucking. I was like, wow.
I've done it. I've had a few that I just posted. But yeah, Wyatt Craig. We went to high school together, or we didn't go to the same high school, but knew each other from high school, and he's crushing it. He's kind of like how we couldn't. You or I couldn't, our personalities wouldn't allow us to really necessarily like work in a typical work environment with boss telling you what he's that same, just marches to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah. I like that.
Love it.
I love people like that.
Yes.
That kind of just do their own fucking thing, and like just.
And they're going to find a way.
Yeah, and exactly. Cause if there's a will,
make a way.
There's a way. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's fucking awesome. But yeah, no, I want to do a photo. I want to do a photo shoot.
Document
like
the process.
Hell yeah. I do on my Instagram at Sledge805. Don't follow it, please. Or please, if you would like to. You guys are more than welcome. Thank you for coming, man. This was
You're
awesome.
welcome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. And maybe, I'll enjoy some Reese's with you after I compete.
Let's do it.
I don't know if you can do it. Do you have cheat days?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah. I have one a week.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not a day, though. It's a meal.
A meal.
Yeah, it's not a day. It's a meal. Yeah. And it's like usually.
That's doing it right.
Yes.
Okay, everyone. You should not have an entire day full of cheats. You should have one meal.
Yeah. And and it's usually like I have my 2 clean meals. I'll have a cheat meal. And it doesn't matter. Like my coach is like, I don't give a fuck if you're full, dude. You're still getting your other meals in. Like, yeah. Okay. So he's still making me get my other meals in. Yeah.
So he just wants you to have a caloric surplus, basically.
Yeah. So, and it's usually like, I don't gorge myself when I have like a cheat meal.
Well, you can't.
Yeah. Because
your other meals.
Yeah. Like, I don't like, I think like last week I went to sushi and I just got done training and I just had this ridiculous pump. It was fucking stupid. Like I looked fucking huge. I don't know why I did. I just did. And I was so hungry. And like my buddy, you might know my buddy. He's in Los Alamos and his family is well-known powerlifters in Los Alamos. Maybe you know, maybe not. I don't know. They're the Towsers. His name's Clay Towser, and he's like a 5-time world powerlifting champion. Like his dad's a XYZ fucking powerlifting champion.
That's right.
And his mom's a powerlifting champion. They have a gym in their barn. Like it's crazy, right?
What?
But he's like a 300 something pound. He's just big fucking nicest dude in the world. Love him to death, right? If I called him right now and said, yo, dude, I need you to go hide a body with me, he would. Yeah. You know what I mean? And those are friends you want. Friend. You know what I mean?
Right or die.
So he shows up at the house after I get done training and he's just like, yo, like, let's go eat. And I was like, yeah, it's my cheat meal. Let's go eat. And went to sushi. I gorged myself on a little bit too much sushi. Like I fucking felt sick. And I was
wow.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know, like second or third gear kicked in. And I was just like, I started eating. I was starting to get a little full. And then like, I think we just waited too long for food. So like my next gear kicked in when I got new food. And I was like, eat that, and then like I waited a little bit longer, and then I got more, and because it was all you can eat.
Oh.
Yeah. So after I was
so maybe not all you can eat.
Yeah. Nope. Not gonna do that again. Yeah. No. It's more like sometimes like Chipotle or like
Chipotle.
Yeah.
For your cheat meal.
Yeah. Or I'll have like
come on.
Or I'll have like In-N-Out.
Barrel. Okay, In-N-Out. I could say.
All right, I'll do like some In-N-Out, or I'll do like some Mexican food, or I'll do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It just depends.
I don't know if I can have a cheat meal with you because none of that is like exciting to me.
What's exciting to you then?
Okay, like a really good like restaurant burger, like go to, I don't know, let's just go to like Ember and get like their best burger.
Where?
Ember.
What's Ember?
It's a restaurant near the Village. Yeah, but like go to like a nicer like maybe not high end, but like mid range, like restaurant, and get like a grass fed beef.
I'm fucking balling on a budget, mama. God damn, I'm balling on a budget. I'm doing In-N-Out. All right.
Okay, I could do In-N-Out.
Okay,
yeah, I could do, as long as you have animal fries. I'm game.
Oh, high five.
Okay,
animal fries. All right.
Deal.
We're gonna end it on animal fries.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. I want to thank Lindsey Dias for taking the time to sit here and talk with me, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that conversation with her. You can find her on all of her social medias that I will link down there, and make sure you guys turn on those notifications for the next episode to drop. My name is the Metalhead Maniac Sledge. I'll see you next time. Cheers.